Hello, okay friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at my Phalaenopsis Philadelphia. It's a cross between two Phalaenopsis species. It's between Schilleriana and Stortiana. If this is your first time watching my video, my channel is all about orchids. From what orchids I have, how I grow them, my thoughts on certain orchid topics, to what orchids in my collection are blooming, etc. So if you want to follow along my orchid hobby adventure, please consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notification. For this particular orchid type, I have 3 plants. And in this video, I will show you the flowers of the first plant first. And then I will show you the flower of the second orchid, which is a little interesting. I currently grow these 3 orchid of this particular type in semi-hydro. And I usually give them water just when the media approach dryness without being completely dry. So that gives, that translates into about every 2 weeks or so. And I do use RO water. And when I give them fertilizer, I use quarter strength of whatever fertilizer I decide that I want to use on these orchids. They both give me 4 flowers on each spike, and that's really good for their first flowering because I've had these since they're a seedling. So I've had them for, I think, just over a year. Here is the photo of the second orchid that I said is a little interesting because the top sepals are actually, connected to the 2 petals. So now the top big petal or sepal looks like it's a petiopetalum. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know what happened, and the second flower opened, the same thing. Some petals and sepals are glued together. So I really don't know if the second flowering of that particular plant will be normal, but it certainly is interesting. But back to the first normal orchid, I really enjoyed the bloom, and it is fragrant. So it's a very light fragrance. It's never really that strong, but you can definitely smell it if you are, like, let's say about a feet away. And I really just like the spots. The upper portion of the flower have that tiny spots, and then the bottom portion really is totally Stortiana. And I know that this particular cross is very vigorous, so as they age, the flower spike will grow longer and give you more flowers, more buds at one time. And I know that it's not a very easy orchid cross, primary hybrid, to be found in the United States. So if you're interested in learning where I got these orchid, you can definitely reach out to me and I will share with you the information of the seller. And it's just not a very common primary hybrid. I haven't seen this being offered at any major online specialty nurseries. So, but I'm happy that I was able to get a hold of 3 plants from, a year and a half ago. But anyway, let me know if you're interested in knowing. And if you do, I really suggest that you get at least 2, because like I said, if you come across something that you really like and it's rare to find, and if you can afford it, definitely get 2. Like, for example, if I only got 2 and one of them happen to be an interesting one, at least I have another normal one that I can enjoy. And if you get one, maybe the flower somehow doesn't develop as expected, or this orchid died, then you kind of go without until you find that particular orchid type again. And sometimes that can be a while before you find it again. So anyway, that's just my personal preference. You are free to disagree with me. Okay, so this is really all I have for you today. For the rest of the video, after this video clip, I still have a few photos that I had taken of the first the normal orchid, the normal blooms, to share with you. Like I said, I really enjoyed this primary hybrid and how it has turned out. I'm really pleased how it had turned out, the normal ones anyways. And for the second one, this interesting one that you're seeing right now, I'm going to continue to take really good care of it. And let's just hope that the second blooming for, will become normal. And I will keep you posted. And even if it's not, as long as it flowers, I will always, enjoy it in a different way. All right. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to get more related orchid videos from my channel, please consider subscribing and turn on the notification. I want to wish you happy growing, and I will talk to you in my next video. Ciao!